If you've added a lift to your Jeep and need a track bar or just want a better replacement than the factory one, this JKS Manufacturing adjustable front track bar for 0 to 4.5 inches of lift will be a great option for your 2020 or newer JT Gladiator. Now your track bar is responsible for keeping your axle center, so if you've lifted your JT and you didn't get a track bar in the kit and you're looking to correct some of those thrown off suspension angles, this is going to be a great option to take a look into. This will also be a great choice for you if you're experiencing some wobble due to some worn out bushings and you're looking for a track bar that will hold up better than the factory one with a very solid construction. Now this setup will be great whether you're off-roading and really kind of giving your suspension the business or daily driving your JT, and it will fit with your factory suspension all the way up to that 4.5-inch mark, allowing you to dial in your angles and get good drivability and longevity out of this kit. Now this will have a factory style fit for a direct swap right into your JT, but will allow you a lot more benefit than your factory one can provide. Now one benefit being the large range of adjustability, which allows you to fine tune or grow with your suspension if you have no lift, but you're adding one in the future, or for example, you have a 2-inch spacer lift while saving for that 4-inch full lift kit. Now this system is going to be single adjustable. You will have to disconnect it from this side, turn it to your preferred length, and tighten down this large jam nut here. That's going to be very easily accessible, making the entire kit very straightforward when it comes to adjusting it. Now when it comes to the construction, this is going to be heavy duty, made of a heavy duty DOM steel tubing with a 1.5-inch outer diameter, which will resist any bending or damage when you're wheeling your JT hard. This will also be zinc plated and have a nice powder coat on this side for rust resistance, holding up very well to weather in any surface damage if you are taking your Jeep out on the trail. Now one of the parts that goes first on any suspension component are usually the bushings, and this will come with reinforced rubber bushings to elongate that lifespan and offer good articulation. This is going to come in at roughly $275, which is pretty average for an upgraded track bar, but this one is going to be on the lower side of that average spectrum. Now what I like about this option is the fact that this is going to be very durable and come with reinforced bushings to reduce wear, which will reduce wobble even in the long run. Now this is also not going to necessarily break the bank compared to some other very premium options that are going to be pricier due to extra features. Now I think if you're looking for a solid track bar that's going to get the job done, you want to save a couple bucks in the meantime, but you still want that upgraded replacement rather than the factory style replacement, then this is going to be a great choice. When it comes to install, I'm going to give this a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. It is going to be a little bit of a tougher 1 out of 3, but very straightforward like I mentioned before. It's probably going to take you about 2 hours to get the job done with the correct hand tools, but at this point we can head over to the shop and check out what that install looks like and break it down step by step. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
The tools you're going to need for this install include channel locks, a 13/16 or 21mm wrench, a 21mm socket, a 1/2-inch ratchet, and a pry bar. What's up guys? Today we're going to be installing a track bar on our Gladiator, so let's get started. Alright guys, so we're going to need a 21mm socket to remove our first bolt. Alright guys, so like I said, we'll grab our 21mm socket. We're going to remove this bolt here. You don't have to worry about the backside because that's a flag nut. All right, so as you can see, our flag nut has come off, but this is still in here, so we're just gonna have to keep walking it out with our socket. So now we're just going to leave the bolt where it is. We're gonna go up to our bolt and nut and remove that. And once that's removed, this bolt will come out easy. Now for this top nut and bolt, we're going to grab a 21mm socket and a 13/16 wrench or a 21mm wrench. Now we should be able to spin our nut off the back. Then we can grab our pry bar. We're going to pull up on this bolt. here we might be able to just wrench it out. Now that we have it to this point, we can unscrew it with our hand. Now that we got it loosened up, we can grab a pry bar and twist up here and pull down. And now we can tackle that other bolt. Now that we have that top bolt and nut loosened up and removed, this bolt should be a little less stubborn. All we gotta do, slide this out of place, lift up on the track bar, and we can remove it from our suspension. All right, so now we're gonna slide our new JKAS track bar back into the same orientation. We're gonna get this lined up and reuse our factory hardware. So I'm gonna slide that bolt through, slide it through. On the back side, thread our nut onto place. We're not gonna tighten this quite down yet until we get the other side installed. So now that we have our top bolt lightly installed, we can grab our track bar. And to get this lined up, if it doesn't line up in the hole first try, you can loosen up this large nut and twist the head, and that'll adjust how far you need to go. And to tighten back up, that is a 45mm socket, wrench, or a crescent wrench. So now we can pull that down into place, slide our bolt through. We're gonna throw that flag nut onto the back. Now that we have that threaded in partially, we're gonna tighten that down with our 21mm socket. All right, now we can move up to our top bolt and tighten that down. Now we'll use those same tools, that 13/16 wrench or 21mm wrench, and your 21mm socket. All right guys, so for you guys at home, if you don't have a 45mm wrench or a large enough crescent wrench, you could use a pliers to tighten this nut down. All right guys, so now your install is complete. So that's gonna wrap up the install on our JKS Manufacturing adjustable front track bar for 0 to 4.5 inch lift for the 20 and newer Jeep Gladiator GT. Thanks for watching, and for all things Gladiator, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.